Welcome back to some In Stars and Time. I'm dear darling, and as all hope is lost, we will create a better future. Where, I assume we're on this load. I guess so. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. It's been well over a month, I think, since I last played. So I don't fully remember everything. I skimmed through the last episode to try and sort of remind myself what's going on, but I'm basically recording this, like, I recorded that episode, I think, back in June, and it's nearly the end of July now. So, what I do remember is that we basically won, and we've looped back to the beginning. We had a conversation with Loop about what to do. And there's 3 things which I garnered from a previous episode. 1, we talked to the king. 2, we talked to the change priestess, I forgot her name. 3, we need to sharpen, 4 things I guess. Sharpen the blade we got, or something, or preserving a blade, I can't remember, something like that. And the 4th one is we need to talk to, 5 things. We need to talk to Mirabelle, which is what we're going to do now. And the 5th thing is we need to talk to Bonnie before the sleepover. So, we're going to do that now. We're going to talk to Mirabelle, and then we're going to do the things I can try and remember. So Mirabelle and Bonnie will do now, and then try and do a sleepover, see if we can get what Isabel was trying to obviously do, a love confession. No idea about the blade or the dagger or whatever it was that we got. I can't remember. It's sharpening something, but the thing we got from a Change God statue. And I guess we'll just fight the king again, otherwise, if we have nothing else to do. So, let's go. Mirabelle's here sitting... oh my gosh, can I remember voices? Mirabelle's here, sitting on a bench looking at papers. She wanted to talk to you, didn't she? Oh yeah, because this loop ended up slightly differently at the beginning somehow. Siffrin, sorry to bother you while you're so busy, but I really wanted to make sure you were okay. You tell me if anything was wrong, right? Where is this coming from? Of course I tell you, we know that's definitively false. Siffrin? I'm not sure you're telling me the truth here. I don't want to force you to do anything, but you have to know I want you to be happy. And I know this is a stressful moment for all of us, but the only way we can get through this is if we talk to each other, if we share our worries. So, I'm going to guess this is going to be a moment where we can actually tell Mirabelle about the time loop, thus changing how Act 3 works, maybe. Which would be interesting. I don't really know what the consequences of that will be, because I can't remember what the consequences are if we, like, is it the thing that we can't tell people about the time loop, or we're just trying not to tell our friends about the time loop? I think it's the latter, if I recall. We're basically just trying to make sure our friends are not too involved in it. So I guess if we were trying to dodge a question here, we'd make up something and be like, yeah, this is just a really stressful moment fighting with King. I'm worried it's not going to go well, or I'm worried I'm going to do a bad job or something. And then you basically pretend it's a different issue that's on your mind. Or we just tell her about the time loop. I'm kind of curious, like, if it gives me the option to tell her about the time loop, I'll tell her about the time loop, because I'm curious what she'll say, to be honest. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you need help with anything, I'm here for you. Huh. Okay, weird. Why is she telling you this? You know why she's asking you this? Probably because you looked horrified at the beginning of this loop. Poor Mel can't just say it, so you'll have to do it for her. Clearly what's happening is... Do you need help with something? Huh? No! That's not why I'm... Mirabelle, at you. You can be such an oblivious person sometimes. Anyway, And she sighed and called you names. Who is this? Don't need help. Not at all. Okay, now that's a lie. Not even with those papers of yours? She's been looking at those papers for every loop you've been in. Clearly there's something wrong with them. You poke the papers to make your point. Huh? No! Not at all. Do not look at the papers. The papers are irrelevant. Do not look at them, Siffrin. I see you looking at them. You arch an eyebrow, smiling. Ah! Alright, yes, the papers are giving me a lot of trouble and I hate them. But I'm only looking at them now to get worried at something other than, tomorrow? They aren't that big of a deal. If I have to be worried, I'd rather be worried about the thing that won't kill me. There's even more in my dorm room in the house. Those stupid papers have been following me since the King's stuff even started. Oh, I guess that's a new thing to check out then. There's more in her dorm room. The one on floor 3. So, if we're done talking about my papers, there's nothing I can do for you. Siffrin? Nah, I'm good. I'll see you later then. Sounds like you could help Mirabelle with her problems if you went snooping a bit. If she needs help, maybe everyone else does too. You should ask everyone and see if you can help them with anything. Oh, okay, well that's different. Help? Me? With anything? She hugs her paper she was looking at closer to her. I, do not need help with anything, and definitely not those papers. Sounds like you need to figure out what those papers are. She said she had more in her dorm room and house, didn't she? Okay, so I guess that's that. So, okay. So this is how Act 3 is different. We need to help out all our friends. Is Isabeau here? Yeah, Isabeau's here. Isabeau's here, looking towards her house. Hi again, Sif. You looked like you were in a hurry earlier, so I, left you alone, but is everything okay? You smile and nod. Sure. I'll believe you. What's up? Can I help you with anything? Do I need help with anything? Well, maybe, kind of, but, seems serious. Does he have a big problem he needs help with? You steal yourself. Okay, well, I'd rather you ask everyone else if they need help first. Okay? Mine might take some time. Huh? A task so long it might take a long time? Must be really important to him. You nod seriously. So serious. So, yeah. Make sure to help everyone and do whatever you need to do first. Okay. So I guess this... Okay, so I'm reading into a meta level here. We help everyone, and then we help Isabeau last, and that brings us into Act 4. Or something, because that seems like a reason to put him last. What do you want, Odile? Odile? Oh, Siffrin, you look rested. That's right. You look rested. Glad to see you this laid back on the day before the end of the world. Anyway, how can I help you? Can I help you with anything? Do I need help with anything? Are you this bored, Siffrin? Odile seems to realize you're generally asking. Ah, well... I'm looking for a certain type of book. A type of book? Not a specific book? No, not a specific book. It's a type of book called a family tale. Have you heard of those? No? What is it? It's a book filled with tales written by a single family through generations. Okay. It's a tradition in Valgard. I've always wanted to read one, but since each family has theirs, and it's something you're supposed to keep in one family and not show others, I was never able to touch, let alone read one. But I've heard that when a family dies off, the family tale might be taken by houses, as a way to save those pieces of history. Huh? You didn't know that. And so you like a family tale of a family that died off? Yes. Huh. You never knew she was interested in it. Family taleology? Of a sort. Oh. So, will you help me? Yeah, of course. Oh. Thank you, Siffrin. Okay. I was planning to look in Domon's library, but I have to buy some supplies. And I want to look inside Domon's house, but who knows if you'll have time to search, so you should check the libraries at your disposal, see if you can find a family tale. So that makes Domon's library, the house's secret library at least. Better start looking. I can't remember whether library nor the secret library are, but okay. Obviously we're not going to get the answer in Dormon's library. That'd be crazy. Oh. I didn't even realize we could do that, but sure. Hello. Welcome to the library. Well, welcome, okay. Are you any family tales? Family tales? Why would you even want to look at one? Aren't you from outside Valgard? Well, either way, we don't carry those here. I'm not sure why you'd need to look for one, but I feel like I've seen one recently. It's weird. Either way, the library in the house might help? Okay. That might be something I have to ask Loop for, or guess, because I cannot remember where the library is. We can get a leaf from you, right? How did you know? I don't know if it's important to get these every time, but I get them every time. Wait, maybe I should do this and then heal up a star, right? I don't know why I can't zone out through this conversation. So I guess we need to talk to Bonnie about two things. One about Isabel and one about what they need help with. It feels sad to not get this every time, to be honest, so. Okay. Bunny face. Bunny? Hey, Frin. What are you talking about? Hey, Frin, what do you want? Can I help you with anything? Help me? But I don't want your help. I don't want you to help me with anything. You still hate it, yeah? You don't? I don't. You're stupid and you don't know me, so I don't want you to help me. I don't know you? You really don't. Not even a little bit. You don't even know my favorite food, stupid. You're right. That's a crime. Yeah, it is. Wait, you're making fun of me. See, that's also why. Why I don't want to talk to you. Just go away. So mean. But Bonnie looks sad still. Okay, this is silly, but what if you could prove you do know their favorite food? Do we know their favorite food? Anything weird happen? You asked. Okay. Okay, so, recap. Mirabelle, we need to go floor 3, we need to go to a room, we need to find those papers. Odile, I think it's floor 2 is a library. I don't remember where though. We need to go to a library. And then also check out the secret library, which, I can't remember what that is. I think it's in a classroom or something. There's a switch, is what I recall. Or maybe it's in the library behind one of the bookcases. That sounds vaguely familiar. I can picture the library room. Okay, so that's that. Bonnie face. We need to find our favourite foods. I don't really know how we're going to do that. But my only thought is in between all the chapters, when we do the eat the meals thing, maybe we can ask there, being like, oh, why did you pick these foods? And then Bonnie face might be like, oh, these are my favourite foods or something. That is my only guess. Have we done the flower thing this loop? Bright flower. Okay, I can't remember who we've given the flower to. I'm almost certain we've done it to Boniface, right? We probably did it Odile to begin with, Boniface. I'm almost certain we did it to Mirabelle. I don't know if we've done it to Isabeau, so let's just see if our dialogue option's gone. So apparently we have. Okay. Because I think I said this before. I wonder if we can give it to other people. And I think the one which makes most sense is to give it to Loop, right? Oh, I actually completely forgot. Last time we also had this conversation with Loop about who we thought they were. I had more of a think about it after that episode. And the options they gave us. Because I think at the time I said I thought Loop was the tree. But I think the tree is representative of some sort of wish god or something. They're clearly some form of disconnection from the actual story, hence them being so secretive. But the thing I was thinking about is, it's kind of weird. They know about the loops, but not only do they know about the loops, they know about our behavior and stuff in the loops, which makes me very much question things, because I think our Siffrin turns into the king somehow eventually. So what does that make Stardust? Because Stardust is somehow also inextricably linked to us. So I wonder if they're the manifestation of our wish or something. Basically, in some conceit, like, I think Siffrin somehow in the future splits, maybe. Part becomes Loop, hence why Loop is basically in our head and can communicate with us, because I'm like, there's some sort of link there. Either Loop has to be some sort of omnipotent being or deity, or they need to have some sort of connection with us specifically. We know the king has some connection to us because he remembers us, but we don't know what that is yet. So I think that maybe Loop is like Siffrin's humanity or something, like got split up. I can't possibly know. I'm still not 100% sure if Loop is evil or not, but what should I do next? What do you need help with? Help everyone. Oh, which one, Starter? Oh, which one, Stardust? Mirabelle. So your housemaiden's hiding something. Some papers. She implied over time she has more of those papers somewhere in her dorm, and maybe you should go and take a look. Be careful though, she might be watching you closely since that's her room. You might have to be sneaky about it. Okay, noted. Her. Your fighter apparently wants you to help everyone else first. Scary. And don't you think he's asking you to finish helping everyone first because he wants to ask you something really complicated? That's what you're thinking. Well, only thing you can do now is helping everyone else, Stardust. Oh dear. I have a researcher. She's looking for a book called A Family Tale, huh? Interesting. Like, you know way too much stuff. Like, you know what a family tale is. So either you are listening in to the conversations, which I think you must be, or you're just omnipotent. I don't think you're omnipotent, otherwise you could have fixed this issue. Or okay, two thoughts. If Loop is evil, I think you are omnipotent, you are causing the loops. If Loop is not evil and is a benevolent force for us, which they've kind of implied they are, despite the fact they probably have their own agenda, they must be somehow inexplicably tied to Siffrin. In what way, I don't know. But that's my ongoing theory, is they're like a splinter of the king. Like a Siffrin's splinter. Well, actually, now I think about it, maybe Siffrin in one reality becomes the king after looping too many times, and then Siffrin in another reality became Loop, realizing they were going insane. So maybe Siffrin first time through this world became king. Siffrin second time through saw they were becoming maybe Siffrin first time through became Loop to help Siffrin. Second time through became the king. Third time first time through became king. Second time through saw them becoming the king, became Loop instead to help this, which is now the third time through or something like that. Does that make sense? I don't know how so maybe there's like loops within loops. There's like we're in the inner nested loops, but there's one greater outer loop, which is like the entire plot at the same time. That would maybe make sense, because they either have to be omnipotent and withholding information from us, or they don't know everything. Because they don't know what the change priestess is going to tell us. They don't know the king's connection. They were surprised when we said we should ask the king. So I think that does give some credence to the theory, because they know a lot about us, and they know a lot about the things that we do early on and stuff, but they don't know about what happens afterwards. So maybe if this plot theory holds, they are Siffrin, but Siffrin from a reality who never made it to defeat the king or something like that. Does that make sense? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just like shotgunning theories. The alternative is Siffrin is kind of like the change god, because they've said that the change god is not like a very active god or something. But I feel like the way they answered the stuff doesn't feel right. It feels like if you are a change god, why would you be so talking in third person about it? I guess to mislead, but I don't know. It doesn't quite strike me as right, but it's always possible. Anyway. I've never heard of those. Oh, so you don't even know what these are? Maybe the librarian in Dormont might know something. Oh, we already asked that though. Bonnie. Them, huh? You need to prove to them that you know their favourite foods. How childish. Don't you take snack breaks every so often in the house? You should pick some different snacks every so often, instead of going for your favourites. You might find out something new. Or you can brute force it and talk to them until you get it right. And that's what looping is for, after all. Go on then. Go and find out their favourite foods. Okay. I just need help in general. Okay, well, at this point you should try and see if anyone needs your help. Nothing more to it than that. Let me know if you need help on how to help a specific one. Okay. I need help on how to find more about King. What should I do now? Well, I think it's a stupid idea, but you should go talk to the king. Sounds like you have some questions. You don't agree? He's a giant monster who might be related to the reason why you're trapped in time. I would never have anything to say to him, but you do, so have fun. I need a refresher. A refresher? Sure. The king is frozen almost entire. Okay. You beat him before, in fact. You'll keep beating him, okay? So I don't need that. I'm just doing the opportunities I haven't done before. Find more about the loops. Nothing. So this is talk to the change priestess, I'm pretty sure. Can we give you a flower? I had a question about Abby and Isabeau. So Abby and Isabeau, this is, we need to talk to Bonnie beforehand somehow. Bonnie was looking at book. What was this one? Is that important to find out? Something about it worries you. Okay, finding out book elsewhere. Book fan. We know the book fan. We need to go back to the pottery room and we need to read the ending. Wait, didn't we do that already? I can't remember if we let the book fan know. So this was the one about sharpening. So it seems like it didn't remember all the options. Also seems like I can't give you the flower. Well, actually, maybe I can. Hold on. Maybe I can interact with it in my items. You wave a flower towards Loop. Oh, you don't like flowers? That's interesting. Huh. A flower? I don't want any of your stuff, Stardust. Get that out of here. This way, your gentle giving heart gets you. No thanks, Stardust. Show Loop a souvenir. Okay. Hold on. This is meta knowledge here, but show Loop a souvenir means we can show you other stuff? Oh, oops. I spend my time in the house forever, getting stronger and stronger. I want to show you... Can I show you more things? Because it wasn't an achievement for showing Loop a flower. It was show Loop a souvenir, which means I can show you other things. You have a coin around in your pocket. Are you holding that coin again? You've kept it this whole time. It's just pathetic now. Okay, you don't like my coin? I don't even know why we have a coin. 4-pointed leaf. You look at a 4-pointed leaf. If its shape reminds you of something, you look up. You only see clouds. Okay. Interesting reaction to that. Maybe you are the tree. Friendship doodle. Okay. Is Loop the only one I can show people stuff like that? I don't know, I'm getting confused now. Let's save. I mean, let's continue this next time, where I think we'll do the sleepover, and I will, you know, I will at least test. Mirabelle, can I show you things? Oh, that's the wrong button. I wonder who else we could possibly give a souvenir to. Can I show you this flower? So, Loop is the only one we can show souvenirs to. Okay, that's actually interesting. So I think it's probably in our best interest then to, if we have more souvenirs, to try and show them to Loop. I'm also saving here just in case it doesn't, the other one doesn't save the items. I don't know if the stars make a difference. But anyway, let's round this episode off. Wait, have we done fishing yet? We'll do that next time. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been In Stars and Time. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.